So this just happened. Yeah, that just happened. I can't believe it either. Got the results on Tuesday. The Chicago region finally posted, and it turns out I won third place in 15, category 15, which is the German wheat and rye beers. So we're going to nationals. Granted, only beat 11 people and didn't take first place, but whatever. I'm going to nationals, and there's a pretty quick turnaround. Bottles are due May 27th in San Diego, so I had a pretty quick turnaround here of about 4 weeks and a little bit of change to get the bottles done. So you can tell by the sample here that we brewed another double decoction hef this last weekend, and we did some very minor modifications. The first thing we did is we upped my unit count to 3 pounds instead of the 2, so that's 8 2-row, 8 pale wheat, and 3 pounds of Munich. I kind of like the darker color, as well as I like that little bit of a kind of like a funk that Munich puts in there. So we'll see what happens with this one. It's out in the garage right now in the fermentation chamber, sitting at 64 degrees. Fermentation's underway, and it went relatively okay. pH we got down to 5.25 for the mash, which is great. Just 0.05 away from being perfect. And my numbers were a little high on the protein rest, about 2 degrees, but that's okay, it's protein rest. And my mash came out pretty spot on. My efficiency ended up being in about 82, but my boil rate was down a bit. So I had a little more of a volume, and I was shooting for 1052. And we ended up here, as you can see in this video, that we came in at about 1048, 1049, we'll call it 1049. So we're still going to be well within the style guidelines. My original recipe would actually be a little over the ABV tolerances, so it's going to turn out okay. But here's the color. It's a little more straw colored than I was kind of expecting. I was expecting a little more kind of golden, but it's kind of a straw, which is well within style guidelines again. And the smell, now this was sitting in the fridge for the last couple of days with cover over it. I get some corn, so on the nose, but who knows? It's not fermenting. It's just kind of just sugar. A lot of corn on the taste. I didn't expect it to change that way. I tried it on the day of brew day, and it tasted great. The bitter profile was exactly how I kind of wanted it. It sugary, obviously, got a little bit of caramel notes at the bottom from, I boiled pretty aggressively, but this tastes a lot like corn. That's somewhat disheartening. What else have I been up to? It was Milwaukee Beer Week this last week in Milwaukee here. We honestly didn't do that much. We went to Crafty Cow once. That was this last Sunday, where I had a Braxis by Perennial, and it was really stupid good. It reminded me a lot of Josh Secor's coconut that he sent to the National Homebrewer Conference or competition. It was cocoa nibby, kind of had a taste of coconut. It was quite delicious. I'm glad that they still had some left, and it kind of lasted 3 days. I didn't expect it to last that long. They had some more events around here. We had some the Nuclearis fruits, so raspberry tart, Belgian red, which is kind of like a cherry fruit beer, strawberry rhubarb. That was a little different this year, and the color was a lot more kind of in orange and amber tones. And then one other beer that was what, Liz?
Serendipity, raspberry tart.
Serendipity. So that was good. They're all coming at 4%. They're doing really good stuff. So NHC's in a couple weeks. I think it's 5 weeks away now. Pretty excited about that. We'll be going out Monday. We still haven't figured out what we're going to do all week. Try to get around to the breweries. There's BNA 10, which we'll definitely be going to, which tickets aren't announced yet, which I thought was kind of strange, since you're only a couple weeks away and you have to collect money and get tickets and all that kind of stuff out. But Saturday is the big day, and that's going to be the day of the competitions announcements. So who knows? Maybe it'll be great. Maybe you'll see a disappointment camera. I don't know. You know, I'm sure you'll be around for the ride. It'll be interesting. So what are we gonna do this week? Probably not gonna do anything. We're just gonna keep a really good eye on that. Zebra Monkey, the whatever call it, is back in the kegerator behind me, and it's gonna be ready. It'll probably end of this week. So I'll give an update next time I do a home Brew Wednesday. Speaking of that, I think I can only commit to every other week. I'm pretty busy on every other week. I have nerd things to do, and I really can't commit to doing it every Wednesday. So I think I'm going to try to basically say every other week I'll get an update done. That way I just don't tell you I kegged a beer and all that kind of stuff. I'll get a little more informative stuff. So Zebra Monkey's getting carbonated. It tasted pretty decent. It kind of had like this awkward, intense funk. A lot of more banana notes out of it. We'll see. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll end up going in and see if this thing out in the garage turns out to be terrible. Whatever. So awards night will be interesting. Going up north to put in docks this weekend with my buddy Josh. Linked to him in the doobly-doo, of course. And I'm sure we'll do something stupid. I'll take one of the cameras along, and I'm sure we're gonna stop at a brewery or something. I don't know. Maybe we'll talk. And that's about it. So, as always, Yon'do.